Hello and welcome to Niner FIFA Radio's post-game show. I'm your host, Jaymie, and I'm here to talk about the 49ers advancing to the NFC Championship game after beating Dallas in the divisional round by 19 to 12. So the Niners are advancing to the NFC Championship game. So we're going to talk about all about this previous game real quick. But first of all, I'm going to go through all of our social media platform stuff real quick before we get started. So if you want to follow us at Niner FIFA R on Twitter, and we're at Niner FIFA Radio on Facebook and Instagram, and we are at Niner FIFA Radio on Twitch and YouTube as well. And if you follow any of those, you'll be able to keep up with us. And if you hit um, follow us, put on post notifications for whenever we go live and do live streams and stuff for our post game and halftime and pregame show and whatnot. So I think that's about it. Looks like I already have a comment. Nanas. Oh yeah, for sure. It's it was a stressful game. Um but the Niners pulled it off. It was a tough game, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over some of the stats real quick. Um, so Brock Purdy was 19 of 29, 214 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Elijah Mitchell, 14 carries, 51 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries, 35 yards. Debo, 4 carries, 11 yards. Juszczyk, 1 carry, 8 yards. Brock Purdy had a carry for 3 carries for 8 yards. Teresa, your thoughts about the Eagles? I will talk about the Eagles in just my thoughts about the Eagles. They look good yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not Dallas. The Giants have been playing very tough. So it's the Giants have been, and the Eagles just demolished them. So it's Eagles is going to be a tough game. They're a very tough team. Honestly, my dad's been saying all season that they're the team that um, to worry about, basically. So, because he hasn't watched too much about them, but to watch them too much because he's on the East Coast. So, um, but that's the one team he's constantly brought up the whole season. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. So we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be a tough game. The championship's going to be a tough game. The Eagles are no joke. I haven't watched too much of them, to be honest with you guys, but from what little I've seen and the little from the game yesterday, they're going to be tough. It's going to be another like this game, so it should be an interesting game. Kittle had 5 receptions for 95 yards. And that one catch in like the third or fourth quarter with the bobble catch, Kittle is a beast. Freaking love him. Debo had four four receptions for 45 yards. Devon Jennings, 2 receptions, 26. Brandon Ayuk, 2 receptions, 26. McCaffrey, 6 receptions for 22 yards. Ray did have the sorry guys, my cat is here. Had the fumble returning the kick, so that was unfortunate. Luckily, it did not end up too bad, and we were able to keep going. Um, but we got lucky with that, to be perfectly honest with you guys. That could have been real bad. Um, Fred Warner had an interception. Lenore had an interception. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. The defense played really tough. This is a very defensive heavy game. It was very tough for both teams to really do anything. Um, they're Dak. You're not worried about the Eagles at all, Teresa? I am a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous for this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. When we play really tough teams, it's hard. I believe we can win, but it's just when you get to this point, it just gets harder and harder. But we'll see. I believe in them. I believe the team can do it. It's just the Eagles are a tough team, so I'm not expecting it to be a cakewalk, to be honest. So, but that's not what we want anyway. We want to prove to the people that we can beat really really good teams. So, um, yeah, just going to make us stronger. You'll see. Yeah, I believe so. Regardless of what happens, I mean, Brock Purdy threw for over 200 yards. He didn't 30 touchdowns, but he didn't look as good as he's done last couple weeks. But he played a clean game today, and he moved the ball a little bit in the air. So can't really complain too much about that, to be honest. So I would love to have seen touchdowns, but with how tough Dallas's defense was, I'm not that surprised, to be honest. It's gonna be an interesting week this week. I don't believe we had any significant injuries. Let me see. I'm gonna scan to see if there's any. I don't think there was any major injuries as far as I can. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything pop up with major injuries. We'll keep you guys updated with those in the coming weeks because I think all of them are going to probably be like just bumps and bruises and stuff that they're going to have to take care of through the week. I don't think it's anything that's going to keep anybody out. But it's just it was a nail biter of a game. The last half of the game was crazy. But the Niners did it. Purdy did great. Rookie QB taking us to the Super Bowl, calling it now. Niners making history. Listen, he is doing something not many people do, especially as a rookie. He's doing a fantastic job, to be honest, regardless of whatever happens. I am super impressed with just his poise, with everything that he's been doing. So it's crazy. I really hope he makes it because that's going to be insane. So we'll see. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, Cincinnati made the Bills beat the Bills today, so they're definitely going to be tough. And then with Mahomes' ankle, we don't really know how the AFC is going to go. Normally, I would put the favor more in the Chiefs, but I think with Mahomes' injury, that gives Cincinnati an advantage for sure. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, it was just a fun game. I mean, honestly, it was a good game. It was a tough game. That catch that Kittle made was fantastic. I still can't get over it. It was hilarious. But Purdy played well. He put the ball in some good places, really, only where our players could catch it. So, I'm trying to think what else. What else? What else? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm trying to think. So I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. Fred Warner is freaking amazing. His coverage that he did on the wide receivers is just fantastic and out of this world. The Cowboys do. I want to bring something up though because the Cowboys' time management situation is kind of hilarious. They it's very weird. It's almost like how it was weird at the end of last year's wild card round. It's just strange. Teresa says it's going to be Cincinnati and Anderson in the Super Bowl. I hope so. That'd be a lot of fun, honestly. Like, I could definitely see that being a possibility. I think I would love that, to be honest. It'd make me a little bit nervous, but I think we could have a shot. It'd be a good game regardless. And I like when there's teams that haven't been in there as much coming in, I think too. So I know Cincinnati was just there last year, but it's still cool regardless. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of former players at the game today. There was Joe Staley was there, Jerry Rice was there, Joe Montana, Steve Young was there. Patrick Willis was there. My cat is here. Um, what else? Trying to think. There's a lot of players. I saw a lot of players being there, which is awesome. Now we have to travel to Philly to play the Eagles, which is going to be it's going to be tough, guys. I mean, they are a very tough team. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but it should be a very, very good game. I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to be underdogs because we're going to Philly, so they're going to get the home field advantage. So we'll just have to see what ends up happening, guys. It's going to be uh, an interesting game. I believe it's at Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next week. So that should be good. But yeah, it's just gonna be. Oh, my cheeks are so red. It's gonna be cool. I mean, this is honestly something I realized is this is our. We went to this like since Shanahan has taken over. Out of 3 of the last 4 years, we have gone to the championship game, and then we did go to a Super Bowl. So Shanahan and Lynch, regardless of however you feel about some of the moves they've made, have really turned all of this around. And I think in that 2020 season, when we did go to the Super Bowl, we should have maybe a year early than we should have. But I think it was still great. I don't know. It's just gonna be fun, guys. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. I'm thinking about buying a Kittle jersey. I have a Jimmy Garoppolo one, but I want to buy another jersey. I'm just trying to talk myself into it. Teresa said, I'll agree we'll be underdogs because Purdy is a rookie. No one believes he can do it, but he's got us this far. It's true. That's true. Purdy has played well enough where as long as he just gets it to his guys, we can do it. That's just crazy. But he is playing. He's playing at a ridiculously high level. It's kind of crazy. So it's gonna be fun moving forward to see what happens. I'm just letting you guys know the offseason is gonna be filled with a lot of freaking quarterback talk. So just prepare you guys yourselves for that. But it should be a fun time. It should be good. And I believe in Purdy. I think he's doing awesome. I hope he is able to get touchdowns next week because I think that's how we're going to be able to win. And I think we're going to need to score more touchdowns and mostly field goals. But other than that's the biggest worry. So we got to score touchdowns on the Eagles to win. That's how we're going to be able to win next week. So, but me and Jason will talk more, and Jason and our main man will be talking more about that later in the week. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's really about it. To be honest, I'm pretty excited to see what goes on moving forward. I'm just excited, guys. This season has been crazy. We've won 12 straight games now. We just got to win 2 more, and then we'll have won 14 straight. And I just want the guys to. I just want to see us win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. I really do, and I know it's so hard. But I believe in this team, and I think it's just the story is just so crazy that I think we might be able to pull it off. I don't know why. I really do. It's just been a crazy time, guys. It's been a lot of fun. It's just gonna be crazy. And our guys are smart. They didn't do anything this week. They just worked. They just kept their heads down. They weren't jabber-jawing to the media or anything. So I think we're gonna have a good time. This next game is gonna be tough, but it should be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good game. So we will see. Yep, in quest for 6. Gotta get that 6th Super Bowl. So alrighty, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna just let you guys go. It's getting a little bit late here. I'm getting a little bit tired. Just want to pop on here for for a few minutes, go over a couple of stats, talk about the game a little bit. I think I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great night. Have fun. Celebrate. Enjoy Victory Monday tomorrow. Follow us at Niner Faithful R on Twitter. We're at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook and Instagram, and we're at Niner Faithful Radio on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to follow us there, turn on your post notifications so you always keep up to date with all of us. And for when we go live, and turn on all that fun stuff so that way you can keep up with us in our schedule. We will see next week, since the game is a little bit earlier. We'll see if I don't think they're going to adjust the time, because I believe it's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I think. We'll double check. We'll update you guys later in the week for the exact times of the game. So enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and have a great night. And as always, go Niners, and let's go beat the Eagles so we can get to another Super Bowl. All right. Have a good night, guys.